Now for the issue. Shortly after the new year, Kate and I were just chilling out on the couch after a work day, when Kate brought up post-wedding life, and mentioned the idea of becoming a tradwife after marriage. I had never heard of this before, and asked her what that was. She explained that it meant traditional wife, and it was a wife that stayed home, looked after the household chores including cleaning and cooking, and more importantly looked after the husband by attending to his needs. I said that sounded like a housewife, and she said it was more than just a normal housewife, because a tradwife does everything herself to look after the home and husband without any paid work. This still sounds like a housewife to me, but whatever. I was thrown off guard by this, as Kate has never shown any desire of just staying at home before. The only time it was discussed was in relation to kids, which she said she was happy being a stay-at-home mom for when our kids were young, because on her salary we'd probably be paying more for childcare anyway. More to the point, the idea of her just staying home all day cleaning and cooking is a bit strange to me when we live in such a small place. Between the two of us we can clean the whole flat in half a day. It takes me about half an hour to vacuum and mop all floors, for example. When I self-processed that, I thought she was joking, but she was dead serious. I was then very surprised, and asked her what made her suddenly desire to just stay at home and not work. To my shock, she said TikTok of all things. Apparently there is videos and TikTokers that are these tradwives that talk about how great the lifestyle is and how happy their marriages are. These tradwives claim their husbands are always happy and home life is the best. So, Kate wants that for us too. I told her that it wouldn't make me happy. It makes no sense. We live in a small flat that requires little upkeep, we have no kids for her to stay at home with, and most importantly, we can't afford it. Again, I understand her income isn't great, but it isn't pitiful and it does help maintain our current lifestyle, which isn't that glamorous to begin with. She gave a non-committal shrug and I thought that was the end of it. Nope. She approached me again a few days later with the idea. I told her that I was against it. I tried to pry more about why she suddenly wanted to be a tradwife, but she just kept banging on about TikTok, and how she really does feel that her staying home would be the best thing for our marriage. I again reiterated the reasons why I thought it was a bad idea and do not support it. She keeps bringing it up. Now, it seems she's adamant. I can't get anything more out of her apart from the whole, TikTok says it's good for our marriage. I watched some of those TikTok videos, and I'm sorry but they come across as really creepy. There is this one blonde lady who I swear is one microchip away from going full Stepford wife. I have no problems with housewives in terms of if you live in a huge house and you really can live on one income, but that is not the case for us. More to the point, a housewife seems to be doing something outside the home, doing volunteer work, being a part of a club or society, etc. to fill the time. These tradwives seem to do nothing but dress like Lucille Ball and cook bread from scratch. It's bizarre, and not something I'm looking for in a long-term partner. Kate cannot seem to let this go and she's become a bit obsessed. She's starting to learn new recipes for her new married life as a tradwife, but keeps complaining that she doesn't have time to feed us both properly as a new family because of her job. I told her to do these fancy things on the weekend, but she just shot back that she should have all the time. She keeps following these TikTokers and is starting to get new clothes more fitting for a tradwife lifestyle. I don't know how much more I can tell Kate how much I am against this, and it's falling on deaf ears. As a result, I am seriously reconsidering our relationship. Kate has always worked, and while I don't expect her to be a ball-busting career woman, I don't want this as an alternative. I want an equal partner, and this tradwife thing doesn't seem equal. It seems creepy and finished in the 1950s for a reason. Should I call off the wedding? I am honestly at lost what to do. Kate seems committed to doing this tradwife thing and I'm just not. My best mate tells me now that I've reached the point of not wanting to get married anymore that I at least need to really sit down with Kate and tell her straight up where my head is at, but I've tried to talk to her before and she doesn't budge. Any help would be appreciated.